Welcome back to the library, dear wanderers. Today we're going to head back to Library Wing 1, the Hidden Nest, back to the First Oaks shelf where we'll pick up the first work we see. This one was brought to the library by Vvax. Now without further ado, Memoir of Ongwe Ias. The Memoir of Ongwe Ias as dictated by Leon Burgoyce, friend of the Hand. I am in a strange place with you. The houses are tall, not long. The houses are stone and are lit without fire. The people wear the pelts of strange animals in unnatural colors. I see the people of the flame in dark places between the houses, lingering by the strange lines that are strung throughout the town, hungry. Crow is here, but his brother Raven has gone north. I am in the home of my two spirits. And a footnote here. Shaman or medicine person, able to manifest both a male and female spirit. Sitting on a soft bed, I see my two spirits stir beneath the blanket. I know my own name, and I remember. I remember when in my hunger and in my rage I stalked an old woman tanning buckskin by the lake shore. She was of two spirits, and so knew me, called me husband. The rage was ablated, and I was taken by confusion. Her words were soothing, and her disposition was friendly. I was beckoned into the longhouse, and was given food, given name, given family. She was my first wife. Summer went on his way, and winter made himself known. When his children blanketed the ground and drove the trees to slumber, the hunt became hard. One of the family said,
"Drive him out, for he is not your true husband."
My first wife did not bow, for she was of two spirits, and retorted, "I have chosen my husband, and my husband has chosen me." But the family did not heed and drove me out. I lost food and name and family. Blinded by hunger, I caught and ate one of the family while he searched for caribou that were not there. Sated, I resumed my wandering, forgetting my first wife until she had long since departed. I remember many hungers, many families, many names. I remember the two spirits who knew me and made me whole. The two spirits who loved me and called me brother, husband, lover, and father. Some would bid me stay in the longhouse, and others would wander by my side. I remember being grandfather in a village of many two spirits for many passings of summer and winter. The village was my family, and they all knew my name. We harvested corn from the fields, and salmon from the river. The men of the flint, and a footnote here, possibly the Kainene Gehaga, commonly referred to as Mohawk people, could not harm us, for the two spirits had named me and made me family. I protect my family. I remember the day when death came. I remember the pale pustules, the sores, the death. And a footnote here. Smallpox. The two spirits had no answer. Before the last of the two spirits died, before the last of the family died, they bade me to set the village aflame. The sores, the death must not spread. I did. I lost my name. my family, and the hunger returned. I remember the others, and a footnote here, Europeans. Those who came in the wake of the death, they had among them 2 spirits, but they did not love them. The 2 spirits were hidden, unawakened, and did not know me. I have been unnamed for a long time. I have hungered and wandered and encountered no 2 spirits. Mindlessly I starved and stalked, finding nothing. With nothing to consume, I stopped hunting and remained in one place, starving, solitary, snowbound. I do not remember much from that time. Hunger, cold, weakness. A woman with an aurora in her hair and a cloud of songbirds found me. She was not of 2 spirits, but she knew me. She approached me. Starvation held me fast, unable to bite. Child of mine, wayward and alone. She placed her hand upon my brow, and I saw the stars in her eyes. And the footnote here. Sky Woman, creator deity in many First Nations traditions. I have been neglectful and need to make amends. She braced her left hand upon a fallen tree. Her right gripped a tomahawk. One stroke cleaved her small finger. Eat and take my strength. Rise and take my axe. Walk and find your name. I did eat. When I stood, she placed the tomahawk between my claws and gently pushed me away. Walk. I did. I followed trails left by clouds through in the woods. I followed the shadow of the sun. I walked further than I had ever walked. I passed the threads of Koyang-Wuti. And a footnote here. Spider grandmother of the Hopi. How Ongwe wandered that far, I cannot guess. And returned to Pempata Wutut, Mukaneo. And a footnote here. Translates to the fireplace of the Mohicans. To the land of Moskim. And another footnote here. Rabbit, cultural hero of the Mohicans, analogous to similar figures in Algonquian traditions. I dove into the Mohecunetuk. And another footnote here. The Hudson River. And began to swim, but the river was hungry. A Punkweji. Yet another footnote here. A small magical person, similar to a gnome, name translates to people of the wilderness. On the shore laughed at my struggle. His short body danced with mirth. If you can help me, I called, I will grant you a boon.
What boon do you have to grant, drowning hunter?
It grinned through crooked teeth. I raised the tomahawk. The trickster grinned and nodded. The waves subsided, and I threw the tomahawk. He went to catch it, but I was vengeful. It landed between his wicked eyes. The pallor of death blanched his grey skin. His blood mixed with the river and Glitsong the horned serpent. And another footnote here. One of the many dragon-like water spirits of lakes in First Peoples tradition. What Glitsong is doing in the Hudson is unclear. Claimed him. I dragged myself out on the far shore. A psychopomp. And another footnote here. an entity that escorts the souls of the dead. A skeleton who smelled of tobacco stopped me when I crawled out of the muhekunetuk.
You're off the res now, Tonto.
Its voice rattled as it spoke.
Don't go doing anything against our rules.
Where is Manito? And the final footnote here. A Mohican death spirit should have appeared to claim the unnamed Punkwiji. I replied.
Gone like the rest of your kind.
It replied before a thunderclap broke the evening sounds.
I gotta go. Work. You know how it is.
It walked into the town of tall houses. I followed a ways, but soon became lost. There were many others, but they did not know me. I took to the hunger and stalked one through the streets. He spun about and stared me down. He was of two spirits. Do I know you? He asked. He did. In his tall house, in this strange place, I remembered my name. And with that, we've come to the end of our reading, dear wanderers. My apologies for all the Native American wordage that I have absolutely butchered, but I have never learned Native American. Either way, though, thank you very much for coming. It has been an honor reading for you. Good luck out there, and I hope to see you all next time.